asking him if he was smarter than a fifth grader. How would you do on that show?
Probably not well, but I just beat them all up. Stronger than a fifth grader. If I kept losing, I'm just going to punch that kid.
Yeah.
Fuck those kids.
It's a win-win for you.
I peaked third grade.
After that.
It was downhill from there.
Remember that Trailblazer game, like the wild trail or whatever it was, the Western game?
Oh, yeah.
On the computers?
Yeah.
That's all I did in fifth grade.
You know what's funny is I don't remember that game, but my college professor brought it up in class, and I was like the only one who had never played it. He's like, "You never played that game?"
Really?
Yeah.
You never played it?
Never played it, no.
William Roll had on all the computers.
Maybe
all
I
of them.
just don't remember. I told you I peaked in third grade.
Mm.
I don't remember much after that.
You just blacked out after that?
This guy's so anti-cold opening.
No, I found a quiz. Are you smarter than a fifth grader quiz? So I'm taking it. I have them all right so far. Not to brag.
Well, what's the questions?
A common type of radio wave is referred to as a VHF. What do the letters in VHF stand for? Variable high frequency? No, very high frequency. I thought that was too simple. All right, start the pod.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Nerd Soup Podcast. I am Bo, Ollie Marshall III, joined here today by Aaron, the Nerd Soup Monkey, and Nash, the Nerd Soup Robot. Somebody was asking if your circuits were frying.
For a little bit, yeah.
Well, you're back now.
Yeah, I'm back.
Hooked you up. Yeah, and we're here. We're going to be talking a lot about stories and the world of movies.
Stories.
Spooky stories.
Stories.
Yeah. All right.
Spooky.
Spooky.
You want to hear it, see a dead body? Yeah, but before we get into that, I want to Before we get into that, I want to let you guys know that you can follow us on iTunes at the Nerd Soup Podcast and SoundCloud at the Nerd Soup Podcast and Spotify. Holy shit.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It took years.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah. Also on YouTube, Nerd Soup. Send us your questions at nerdsoupforyou@gmail.com for the number, you the letter. Twitter, NerdSoup4You. Aaron, Nerd Soup Monkey. GQ Magazine's doing a spread on you, right?
Nah.
What are you ranked?
What do you mean?
Tweeter.
I don't know.
You don't have a tweeter rank?
No.
Do they do Tweeter ranks?
Well, we're about to make them now.
I do the Tweeter rank podcast.
It's kind of annoying, though. You guys ever get that where your phone's just going off like thousands of times? Just likes and replies? Ever happen to you guys?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Oh, fuck. Talking about on Twitter.
On Twitter, no.
Yeah.
No.
It's pretty, it's not worth it, you know? It takes a lot out of it.
It's more of a headache.
To lower yourself to that social media platform, yeah, it's not worth it.
It's always the fucking dumbest tweets, too. Like, I didn't expect anything from the Bill Maher tweet.
You
Not
have
my
the
best.
pulse on pop culture references.
My favorite tweet I think I ever had was, my best tweet ever was when they announced The Sopranos prequel. And I said, what are they going to call it? Mezzo Soprano?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
See, that's a
That's
tweet
a
that
little
didn't
inside.
blow up, right?
And there's another one, I think it was like, you know, when it, like they have the hashtag, this was yesterday, like soup cinema, and you replace a movie title with a type of soup, you know, stupid shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
For one, oh yeah, soup cinema. We probably should have hopped on that.
It was before our time.
No, it happened like 2 days ago.
Oh, right. Well,
But there was one for bread, like make a movie bread, and I said Hala Land. No one got that either. I thought that was fucking genius, but
those aren't the tweets that work well.
I get one fan response, and I go nuts. I feel like I'm the man. I'm walking amongst the trees. I'm like feeling myself. So, Aaron, I can only imagine what's going on with you.
nah, I still hate myself.
I see. You need to talk. Let your feelings out. We could do nerd
I'm
therapy.
I'm a little old school. I just let everything boil in until I inevitably explode into a fit of rage. So.
Okay. Ted Bundy. I was wearing the classic Nerd Soup shirt in Punta Cana.
Did anybody come up to you and say?
The whole plane. Everybody on the
They
plane.
put you in first class?
Yeah. They moved me right up, and it was great.
You can't be in coach. You're on Nerd Soup.
Look at you.
We're in the
Jeez.
movies the other day, right? We went to go see an anime movie, and some woman comes up to us and says, "Excuse me, I just wanted to get your opinion. What did you guys make of that final scene where there's like a black screen, but there's a light in the distance? What did you guys make of that?" And we're all like, "We don't know." She's like, "Yeah, I kind of saw it as the light at the end of the tunnel, like death, you know?"
Damn.
And she's like, "All right, but thanks." And I'm like, "Who does this woman think we are? Like movie reviewers?"
I thought we were going to get her on.
What do you do for a living, huh? Come to your work and
Yeah.
do a bunch of shit for free. No, but like and subscribe, please. Yeah, so let's get to the first story here today. I think we should start with the Batman. Whenever you got Batman news, you got to start with Batman.
Well, that's the reasoning for this podcast. You had a
Emergency
whirlwind of news yesterday. I thought it was going to be a nice, relaxing day. And next thing you know, you get Batman news, Suicide Squad news, a lot of stuff going on. We also have some Dune news as well. We kind of just missed the mark on that one for our last podcast. And
You get 2 Batman stories today, right?
there's a poster for Zombieland. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on.
And Batman Beyond.
And Bad Boys. Teddy's not
No,
here. We can skip that.
Right, yeah. Well, and I feel like there's something else that we're missing, right? Oh, we had the Zack Snyder zombie movie.
Zack Snyder zombie movie.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I did.
Did you hear about that?
Very
interesting premise.
I think I did.
Yeah.
I think
Apparently
I saw something on Twitter.
They're living in a post-apocalyptic world, and they have to perform a heist in Las Vegas. So it's a normal heist movie, but there's just going to be zombies running around. To me, that's kind of brilliant. What makes me apprehensive
unique.
is that it's Zack Snyder. What are you, big Zack Snyder guy?
Keep talking shit?
You're a weird cat.
Why?
I don't know. I thought like you'd bounce off of that.
I'm a weird... No, I don't take that lightly. Call me a weird cat in front of my friend Nash.
Yo.
Okay, well, let's just get to the first story here. Batman.
The Batman.
The Batman.
Start off, Ben Affleck, out.
Peace.
I would like to also announce I am not going to be in the Batman movie.
Boo.
Neither is Marlon Brando.
Are you booing him or bowing him? You know, they do that sometimes. Like Luke Voigt. Luke.
Oh, yeah. Like Heath Miller. Heath.
Funny story, actually. When Stu first came to our school and played basketball, we were in the crowd, so we stewed him. Stu. And then he turned to you and
He was like, yo, why they booing me, man?
Oh, good old
Stu. I don't
Stu.
know, I guess
I
they
missed
hate you.
Stu.
Well, we had him here a couple weeks ago to record. And you never know what stew you're going to get. We got the stew that we like to keep to ourselves.
Okay.
But yeah, the Batman.
yeah, Ben Affleck's out. And I tweeted this. I was kind of... The writing was on the wall. I was in denial for a while, but it didn't happen. Like, every time we heard this news, probably like once every month for the past 2 years. And I was still holding out hope, and it finally happened. And I don't know. In my opinion, I love Batman. His Ben Affleck's Batman. His on-screen portrayal is probably my favorite. Obviously, Christian Bale was fantastic, but those movies were... 2 of them were masterpieces, and The Dark Knight Rises was still really good. But that Batman, that scene in the warehouse, that's Batman. That's the Batman I wanted to see. And it's a shame we never really got to see him in a live-action solo movie. He's been signed... What year did he sign on? 2012?
2014?
2014?
Yeah.
And nothing. We got half a movie, 2 halves of a movie. Probably
Yeah.
less than that in Justice League. And he never had a good script to work with. He never had I don't want to say he didn't have a competent filmmaker, but it just wasn't the right situation. And yeah, regardless of how you feel about Zack Snyder, I just don't think it was the right fit. And then you had Justice League with Joss Whedon, and they had the Snyder Cut. It just, I don't know, it didn't really amount to nothing. He kind of got wasted, and he never really got to show his full potential because the little... And I did like Batman vs. Superman, and what I liked most was Batman's portrayal. And I don't know, it's sad. I would have liked to see him get his own shot, but I don't know. I don't think, because he's very polarizing. People hate him or people love him. You see all over the place. People either think he's the worst or the best, so...
You guys might have mentioned this on a different podcast, but I listen to all of them. Believe me, I do. But
Okay.
did you like Christian Bale better than Ben Affleck as Batman? Did you guys ever do a Batman ranking?
He had more to work with. Ben Affleck had nothing, really. Justice League was a fucking mess.
Right.
I think the Batman was probably better for Ben Affleck, like the actual Batman, the fighting style, just the way he looked. I prefer Affleck's much more than Bale's, but I think Bale was a little bit better Bruce Wayne. He actually had some charisma, especially those scenes in The Dark Knight when he's out to dinner, and he really played up the playboy aspect of Bruce Wayne, like the act that he put on. We didn't really get to see that with Ben Affleck's. It was just Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I think actually Ben Affleck is better Bruce Wayne, better Batman than Christian Bale. Christian Bale, to me, is an actor who... He's more method. He needs to lose himself in a character. And Batman, he reminded me in The Dark Knight of Michael Corleone in Godfather Part 2. It is a very subtle performance. He's kind of got that simmering charisma under the mask that is Bruce Wayne, because that is the true mask of Batman. And I think that's what they nailed with Ben Affleck's character, is that this is a man obsessed with fighting crime. He's been doing it for 20 years. It is a shame that we never got to see just one solo film of him in a detective noir type of movie directed by Matt Reeves, who is a fantastic director. And for a long time, it was Ben Affleck who was going to write and direct. Just how the times have changed in a couple of years, where he goes from writer, director, now he's going to produce and star. Now he's out. And I said it in the very beginning, to cast an actor that's that old and who has the history of alcoholism, and that's not his fault, that's a disease, it was a risk. And that's when you look at the comics, that's Batman. Ben Affleck is Batman. So I think he was better than Christian Bale. But like you said, Christian Bale was in the better movies. I would love to have seen Ben Affleck in some alternate universe versus Tom Hardy's Bane. Mm-hmm. He would have ripped him to shreds.
Well, like, Nolan's a fantastic director, and I think Bale did a great job, but some of those fighting scenes are just, compared to that warehouse scene, it makes it look pretty bad.
Well, it's a different style. He's going for the more realistic take. One of the best Batman scenes ever, I think the best Batman scene, better than the warehouse, is his introduction in Batman Begins. When he's taking out all the dudes in the shadows, when he's using his stealth abilities. That one scene of the henchman, where are you?
Yeah.
Here. And he just yanks him up. That's Batman.
But when he's fighting,
you never saw that in The Dark Knight.
No. It's very like Ben Affleck. Look, I don't know if it was a stunt double or whatever. He was whipping around. Bale was very stoic and just fucking heavy. It looked like he held some weight. And obviously, the more realistic take, you're in that big-ass suit. You're not going to be out there flying around, zipping like Ben Affleck's was. But he is a superhero.
Yeah. Well, did you like Ben Affleck's Batman?
It was okay.
Yeah, but you're more of a Bale guy.
Yeah, I'm Bale. Yeah. All the way. I ride out with Bale.
I think the consensus is that most people prefer Bale.
Yeah.
And he has the advantage of those movies. And he was a fantastic Batman. I love him as Batman. And I think the Dark Knight Batman character kind of gets a little bit underrated, because you do see a lot of Detective Batman in that story. But I would like to see them moving forward. It's going to be a younger Batman, Bruce Wayne. That's what I've been clamoring for. I want to see a 23, 24, 25-year-old actor who can grow into the role over the next 15 years, like we got with Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man, just to see this character evolve on screen, and to see a raw rookie Batman, Detective Batman, using his wits, a battle of wits with a worthy opponent like the Riddler or the Penguin, Sean Bean. That's the direction I want to see them go. So am I disappointed that Ben Affleck never got his chance? Yes, but I'm more excited now for what is in store for this character.
But it raises a lot of questions, and I do agree. I want the detective noir Batman. I think that's something we wanted to see for a while, and I think the decision to go younger is the better decision, but what does that mean for the DCEU? It's pretty much, because either it's going to be the same Batman that we like just in the past, or it's going to take place modern day, and that just throws everything into the fucking, I don't know, just into a fucking spiral, because it just ruins all your continuity, and you basically have to start over.
Right, because then that's the question with Justice League 2. Do they recast? So we have a Ben Affleck Batman, we have a younger version of Ben Affleck, but then there's a new older version who's also the Ben Affleck Batman, but it's a new actor. It's way too confusing.
Unless they get someone in that right age where they could play a younger Batman, and then still it would make sense for them to play the Ben Affleck Batman. Have an origin with this new guy, Batman Year One type stuff. Like Gyllenhaal, like someone like Gyllenhaal, even though he's in the MCU now, so that probably won't happen. But just picture a guy like Gyllenhaal. I think he's young enough where he can play like a 25-year-old, and it won't be ridiculous when he goes and plays a 45-year-old Batman.
Yeah, I don't want to be thinking about that in the back of my head, though.
Yeah.
Keep Batman separate. That's what they did with the Dark Knight trilogy, is when you ground that character in reality, some of the supernatural stuff doesn't really work in Batman's universe. And I think it is better when he's using his mind. I've been saying for years, I want to see the Riddler on the big screen. Leonardo DiCaprio as the Riddler. They talked about it for The Dark Knight Rises. It fell through. That's, to me, it's my favorite Batman villain, because he's a megalomaniac narcissist who is obsessed with this ninja / James Bond / Sherlock Holmes character. He can't take that he's smarter than him.
I think
that's the best Batman foe. It's the battle of
Leo
wits.
would be great in that.
Oh, he'd be perfect.
He would be perfect.
Yeah.
For the type of style of the movie I think it's going to be, I think Riddler would be a perfect villain, or Hugo Strange would be.
Hugo Strange would be great.
I
Even
think
Victor
those-
Zsasz.
No, I feel like he's more of a side villain.
Right. If you got a Sean Bean type of character playing the Penguin, even if you did this with the Riddler, they hire, similar to The Dark Knight, where the mob hired the Joker because he understood Batman. He knew how to beat him. If the mob made the mistake of hiring the Riddler, somebody who is a madman, who has his own motivations, and then you have that kind of triangle of conflict between Batman, the mob, and another villain, that's the best Batman story we've got on screen. But my favorite comic that I've wanted to see adapted, written by Scott Snyder, is Batman Zero Year Dark City. And it is the Riddler. It's rookie Batman. Riddler takes over the city, and it's just him and Batman battling for the whole comic. And it's brilliant. It's brilliantly written.
What was the reason why Ben Affleck just decided to step down?
I really think it's health problems. That's a physically demanding role. He even said it after the first movie. That's not Iron Man, where you go into a studio, you have a green screen behind you, you're making funny faces into a camera. All that's CGI. Batman, you're in the fucking suit.
Yeah, you're doing all the stunts.
Yeah, and the suit is very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's very taxing. And I mean, would you have faith in Warner Brothers right now? Wouldn't you just want to move on at this point?
Right, so you want this to be a reboot?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think that's the only
too.
way to go.
Me too.
Because the other news with the Suicide Squad, that is... that's perplexing. A soft reboot of a...
Yeah, that's accurate.
A soft reboot of a terrible movie with different characters? Or what are they doing? Is it going to be like a new motley crew of villains coming in the same universe? Or are they going to recast all these fucking characters?
Well, that Suicide Squad roster is very fluid. So in the comics, characters come and go all the time. You can get a whole new cast. What makes it even more confusing is the Birds of Prey. Because that movie's moving forward. And if that movie does well, Margot Robbie's a huge star. Everybody loved her Harley Quinn. If that makes money, then they're going to get a sequel. So then we're going to have the new rebooted Suicide Squad, even though there's also a character in another movie that was in the original. They're breaking up the DCEU. The continuity doesn't matter to them anymore. And it doesn't matter to me anyway, because the story didn't even make sense narratively. It was just jumping all over the place. It wasn't
so
linear.
Disjointed. So yeah, I mean, if they want to do that, fine. But like, let us know. Like, or say something, do something. Don't just.
It's kind of one of those things it's like unspoken.
Yeah.
We know that it's a mess. So them coming out and saying that it's a mess, it kind of gives them the option to say, "Oh wait, no, that is connected. Did you like that? Okay, then that's connected now."
Such a shitty way to run your fucking franchise.
Right. Well, like I said all the time, like I always say, the MCU is lightning in a bottle. That looks like once in a lifetime, in hindsight. As we keep moving forward with these studios trying to make cinematic universes,
it's hard to even make a coherent trilogy for the most part. And you're going to try to do that with a universe? Just look at DC. I mean, even look at Star Wars. And I think, obviously people argue, Last Jedi, whatever. I think it's a fine movie, but just seeing where it went from the episode 7 to episode 8, they didn't have a plan going into it. And you could tell. And Warner Brothers didn't have a plan going into this.
Yeah, and with Star Wars, it's kind of worse because it was easier for them. They should have known where they were going because you've had the 6 movies before it. You have 3 to wrap it up. With DC, you're playing with hundreds and thousands of stories. I was going to say hundreds of years of stories, but it is almost 100 years of stories, 75.
Now, I got to backtrack. Well, I guess to jump into it, everybody wants to know the question.
Who's playing Batman?
Who's going to be Batman? Now, before I get an answer out of you guys, I did a little, little research.
Yeah.
ScreenRant.com, got to give credit. They actually have...
I fucking hate that website.
Well,
Whoa,
I was just... It was
worse?
actually interesting for... Oh, sorry, go on.
No.
What was the headline? Oh, we got the... Here are the people that are slated for the next Batman. And it was just nothing.
Well,
or
at least it
this
wasn't
fucking
about KFC's Cheeto sandwich.
This actor that nobody has ever heard of wants to play fucking Batman.
You saw that?
Oh,
comic
no
book?
shit. This actor wants to that nobody knows wants to play one of the most iconic roles of all time. Write a fucking article about it, Screen Rant. Sorry.
Hey, if you don't click the ad, we don't make any fucking money.
Well, yeah, just before...
No, go ahead.
I was looking at it, and the only reason why I clicked this article is because they have... gambling odds on it. And, I was itching a little bit, being a gambling man with the devil's sport. Who's going to be the next Batman? And they have odds out on it already. That's tough to say.
Do you have them memorized?
No, I have them on my phone right here.
Okay.
So I was just
Go off the
curious to
top.
see. I was curious. Oh, I'm not that much of a compulsive gambler. I don't even gamble anymore, but
How many choices were there?
stand by.
I haven't gambled for 20 minutes.
10, 20.
20 names?
20 names.
All right, give us the top 5.
Hold
Best
on.
odds.
I want to see if you guys can nail any of the top guys that they have. This is a Irish sports bookie. It's called.
Let's go back and forth.
Yeah, I'll tell you if they're on the
And
list.
whoever
or
gets
not,
the highest ones win.
just to give credit. Oh,
Whoever gets the best gets to quit the channel.
Yes.
Deal.
just to give credit, Irish
boy, oh boy,
bookmakers,
oh boy, oh boy.
Boyle Sports. This is their books.
I'll let you go first.
All right, my first guess would be Idris Elba.
He is on the list 33-1, so he would be 11th.
Okay.
John Hamm,
Oh, that's number 1.
Number 3, 13-2.
which would be an awful idea. You want to get a younger Batman? Yeah, let's fucking cast John Hamm.
If that's the style you want to go, it doesn't really make sense. But
All right.
Okay. Jake Gyllenhaal.
second, 11-2.
Oh man.
I was going to save him for a little
Armie
later,
Hammer.
but then you.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's 24. Armie Hammer's first.
Let's fucking go.
7-2.
Ah.
Number 4, I think would be good.
Number 4.
And if you want to think
You can
young,
still come back
think
if I
young.
fucking butcher these next 3.
Richard Madden. He seems low. He's
Yeah.
scrolling his thumb.
No, Richard Madden's not even on the list.
Kit Harington.
Not on the list.
Damn.
I'm going to have to go one more Game of Thrones. Peter Dinklage.
Number 4. No,
Don't
just
you
kidding.
laugh at it. Think young, you said, for number 4, right?
Yeah.
I think
Zac
I know it.
Efron?
No, not on the list. But that's a good idea.
Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, please, God, no.
No,
Don't tell me that's number 4.
no.
Michael B. Jordan?
Yes. Michael B. Jordan, 8-1.
You
If
know
you're a
what?
betting
I'd
man.
love that. I'd actually
He's
love
coming
that.
back as Killmonger.
Yeah, according to Angela Bassett's divorced husband's dentist. That was a comicbook.com article.
Oh, okay.
That's one website that you can take shots at.
Okay.
Number
Yeah, read
number
them off.
6
What?
on it, my boy.
Ed Norton?
No, no, not Ed Norton.
Joaquin Phoenix?
Not
Oh, no, he's
Joaquin
fucking
Phoenix.
Joker. That's your boy, though.
Yeah, that is
Son
my
of a-
boy as well.
Kirk Heinrich?
Joe Ingles? No. John Krasinski.
That's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Once again, he's too old.
He's-
I'm on the
he's
Michael B.
not
Jordan
old.
train.
That's a 9-1 odds.
John Krasinski's got to be like 38.
Get Emily Blunt as Catwoman?
No, what is this going to become? Everything?
Yeah. I love how after that movie, everyone just fan cast them together and everything. Let me see.
There you go. The other swipe
Yeah.
left, but don't swipe right.
Okay. Ben Barnes, Jamie Dornan, Josh Brolin, Matthew Good, Chris Pratt, Fassbender, Chris Pine, Gosling, DiCaprio, Elba, Keanu Reeves, Daniel Craig,
Oh, hell
Colin
yeah.
Farrell, Tom Hardy, Chris Evans,
John Wick is
Cillian
Batman.
Murphy, Ewan
Oh
McGregor,
my God.
Henry Cavill, Hugh Jackson.
And then we get the movie where he's playing both of them and they're fighting. Yeah.
Damn.
The fucking Keanu verse. And then
That
Neo.
would be-
Okay, no, let's stop it there. And then his character from Drive. It's a good movie. I think we're all excited whenever there's a Batman movie in the works. You're excited for it. There's another Batman movie as well. Batman Beyond. Terry McGinnis, who is Batman's successor. Have you guys seen the animated series, Batman Beyond?
Yeah.
I have not.
I haven't seen it in a long time, but what I remember of it, it was fantastic, and I should go back and revisit it. But yeah, it's a fascinating relationship that he shares with Terry McGinnis because it is old, crusty, World War E Batman. So I think it's going to be an animated movie, right?
Yes.
They say it's going to be their answer to Spider-Verse. That's the character you go with, man, because it has such a Neo Tokyo Akira vibe. So you can make a movie similar. Maybe they'll use that animation style. And
Just fucking hire Lord and Miller at this point.
or Zack Snyder. Yeah, I'm very excited for this. Why are you such a big Zack Snyder guy?
Now I'm just thinking of a Zack Snyder animated Batman Beyond.
I still love his take about how if my Batman was in jail, then he could have got gang raped. What?
He said that?
Yes.
Why?
Why would you do that
Yeah.
to Batman?
Jesus.
He, yeah, no, I agree. The DC animated movies have always been superior to the live action. Those are some of the best, not just like animated movies around. And I've watched probably, I would say, a good portion of them, and yeah, they definitely know. For some reason, they can't make a live-action movie, but their animations are superb. So, yeah, why not? It's definitely an answer to seeing how Spider-Verse did, but I want to say, I mean, they copy each other all the time, so I'm not going to say, oh, you're copying Spider-Verse. It's Hollywood.
I'd love to see Kevin Conroy come back and voice Batman.
Yeah.
So whenever you can get
People are
Conroy,
saying Michael Keaton. That'd be
Oh, that would be cool, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. People were saying Michael Keaton for the Matt Reeves Batman. Dark Knight Returns, old man Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson as the Joker. That would be bad.
Be awful.
Yeah, but I think it's in development. So, and like you said, their animated films are some of the best films that they produce. That animation team should be in charge of their live action.
Yeah.
DC's got it going everywhere. They've got it in the TV shows. People love the CW universe. They love the animated films. They love the comics. They just can't nail down the movies. So
The biggest thing.
yeah, that's the big thing. So
Wow.
yeah, we might as well just move on to. Did we talk about Suicide Squad? We did
A little bit, but we didn't mention,
Well, James Gunn is
yeah,
coming
James
back,
Gunn is
right?
in
That's
talks.
interesting.
And, he's a little divisive. I think regardless of how you view James Gunn, he is a very capable director. And a lot of people are complaining, but, I mean, he made some awful tweets. He got fired from his job, something that he loved, something that he helped create, and he paid the price. So what, is he never going to be able to work again?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people said that after this all happened, that he's going to get work in Hollywood
Yeah.
again. But him taking on this movie, it's because his earlier films, that film of his, Super, the rated R movie, that's a really nihilistic take on superheroism and society in general. So this is perfect for him. We all know him from Guardians of the Galaxy, the fun-loving, lighthearted space opera. But for him to switch over, and I think directors love this because he's a fan of both companies, Marvel and DC. Joss Whedon, they asked him after the Avengers, what do you want to do next? He said Batman. So for him to be able to play in this more darker, more mature playground, that's going to be great for him. Because look at the Superman movie. That's not a Superman movie that he's producing. The origin movie about the kid, the evil Superman. So that's kind of almost his warm-up. And I'm excited. And the reboot, the whole rebooting the 2016 movie, it's happened before.
Yeah, they said this is not a sequel, right? They're
No,
just
yeah, it's not a
completely starting from scratch.
That's the thing, too. Suicide Squad made a buttload of money. And you have big stars in that. Will Smith, Margot Robbie. They did a second one, that's a $200 million opening weekend.
Yeah.
So.
No, probably not after how bad the first one was. I think you need a fresh
If it comes
face.
out, if it's good.
Oh, if it's good, then of course. But
Yeah.
I don't know, put a fresh face. If you can capture some of that Guardians vibe while incorporating some darker elements, I think it could be a really good movie. But yeah, I was surprised. A lot of people were split on it. The hiring. I think mostly like the hardcore DC fans. I don't think they like the Marvel movies too much. I think that's safe to say. So they're like thinking, DC has never been Guardians, so we don't want that in our universe.
Well, that's such
you got Aquaman, so relax.
Well, that's such a small part of the overall
Yeah,
fandom.
I think most
comic
people,
book
a lot of people are
movies.
saying like savage move, getting cut by Marvel and signing with DC.
Yeah, it's
like,
Yankees Red Sox. It
Yeah.
really is. It's Johnny Damon just coming over and saying, "I'll get a chip over here." And I think he will because, like you said, he's a very competent director. He's funny. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I didn't love it, but the first Guardians of the Galaxy is your favorite, right, of the Marvel movies? Or it's up there.
Top 5, definitely.
Yeah, top 5. For a lot of people, it is. And I always say I would like to see these guys do something else, but he's only done 2 superhero movies, so maybe he can do a couple more and then branch out into other projects. But it's good to see him back working. I hope he gets back on Twitter, too, because that whole thing, to me, I'm still upset what happened to him with Disney, but it's good to see him working again.
I mean, yeah, obviously the tweets were what they were.
The tweets are what they were.
But I think he paid for it, right?
Yeah.
He got
I think he paid for more than what he
Yeah.
had to, honestly.
Was he tweeting like Alonzo Trier or messaging, sliding DMs?
No,
You don't know about this?
No, I do not.
was
well,
very-
I'll look it up.
Yeah, it was
We'll tell
In
you
my
when you're
free
older.
time. Yeah.
It's like taboo, I guess, jokes. I guess is a way to put it.
Yeah, to put it mildly.
Oh, squirt. I'll tell you when you're a little bit older.
You ever been on Reddit, like the dark sections of Reddit?
From time to time, sure. I don't like to admit that I do.
That's where
but
he was
They
operating.
weren't good tweets at all. Like I'm not defending
Not good tweets. Not good tweets.
No, not defending the tweets, but I think 10 years ago, and you have fucking actual directors that have done.
Well, how old was he? He
Awful,
was a kid. He was only
awful.
like 43 years old.
Yeah, I know.
Oh boy.
No, I'm in support of him, but
You have directors that have done awful stuff. that are getting jobs and still working today. So.
All right, what's our next story? Roman Polanski is rebooting Dune. Oh, no, that's Denis Villeneuve. What about this Dune casting news? Zendaya is Chani. For me, as somebody who's read the book, it means more to me than you guys. Small piece of news, but this cast is rounding out.
Well, Oscar
Chalamet's
Isaac
going to
too.
be in it too, right?
Oh, my God. Yeah, Chalamet and Oscar Isaac is playing his father.
If people are trying to work that out, it's like, Oscar Isaac's 45, Chalamet's 23. He's younger than that. I think he's 39, Oscar
Yeah,
Isaac.
he's 39.
Is that like a thing in this universe? People just popping out babies when they're 18?
No, I think he looks mature enough to be his father.
Yeah, okay.
Especially if they make him older. It's like
18's not that bad.
Marlon Brando was what?
No, I'm not.
15 years older than Al Pacino in The Godfather. And
Yeah.
they made Marlon Brando look like a fragile 65-year-old man. So, and Oscar Isaac and Rebecca Ferguson made a baby, and it's Timothée Chalamet. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. That's probably how it would have went in the real world.
Some
The
of
two
these
great piece of casting right here.
Some of these casts, man, this cast is incredible. You have Knives Out and French Dispatch, the Wes Anderson vehicle.
Are you surprised that they're letting him do this, though? I feel like Villeneuve is almost like Kubrick, where Kubrick would make a movie, really ambitious, huge budget, it'd flop. But it was critically acclaimed. So studios are like, he's going to get the next one. The next one's going to make us
Blade
some
Runner?
money. Right, which I'm happy to, because the budget for Dune has to be astronomical.
Yeah.
Similar to, I go on Wikipedia sometimes and I look at the budget for Blade Runner 2049, and I can't believe what I'm reading. A $200 million R-rated movie.
Did you see the guy that helps 75% of Wikipedia out?
Yeah, I did see that.
You see the picture of that
Are
guy?
they making a movie of him?
That'd be awesome. That'd be a great movie too.
He does it for free. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's just there updating shit.
Yeah?
He should go on Jeopardy.
They say
man.
he's
probably a genius.
He's up 75 to 80% of what's on Wikipedia.
He needs like a medal or something.
Yeah, this guy needs to be appreciated.
So it really
instead
is
of made
one
fun
guy.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's just shitting on him, how he looks. And it's like, what do you think this guy was going to look like? You know?
It would be funny if he was like a knockout, 6'5", blue Army Hammer.
Yeah, he's an Army Hammer. Just
That's who
sitting
they'll
home
get
on
for the movie.
the Wikipedia guy?
Yeah, the Wikipedia man.
Yeah, this guy needs to be appreciated, and we need to give this guy a medal.
You know what?
Or
Yeah.
GoFundMe. I'm sure he'll get like a couple $2 billion.
Well, Wikipedia can't even get a couple $1 billion.
Yeah. When they ask you for donations, do you donate? You ever get that sometimes?
Yeah.
I'm always like, somebody else.
I say
donate it.
no, but I feel really guilty about
I
it.
do too.
It's like, you probably got me through college.
Listen, Wikipedia will get my donation when it's allowed to be a site or a source for a report.
Fair enough.
That is when they get my
You know
donation.
what? People, everyone's like, oh, don't cite Wikipedia. If you go down, they cite where they get the information from. So you just cite that article.
Yeah.
It's
Could have used that 3 years ago.
You know who are the people
too hard to figure out.
The people who talk down against Wikipedia are professors and people who don't use Wikipedia.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Teddy. When I tell Teddy something, I'm like, yeah, I read it on Wikipedia. Oh, you can't trust it. Like, Teddy, have you ever used Wikipedia?
No.
Add that to the list. That Teddy doesn't trust Alexa, the Wikipedias, and 23andMe kits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that one I'm kind of...
23 me.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Have you heard his theory on it?
No.
I really wanted to try it. I'm trying to figure out what's going on
The
with me.
more I think about it, the more I'm thinking, Ted might be onto something here.
I think I'm going to do it.
All right. Well, have fun in prison.
Yeah, Teddy thinks if you donate your DNA, if they don't have a crime, if there's a crime, they don't know who did it, they're just going to put your DNA on the crime scene and arrest you.
But think about it over the next couple of days. That was my reaction.
It's another movie that you can make. What, 23andMe Kids? Is that the name of it?
Kits.
Kits.
Yeah.
23andMe Kits. I mean, that's boom. Right there. There's the headliner. Oh, that's drawing me into the movie theater.
Yeah, we'll get Teddy to write it right after he's done with his horror movie.
Which is?
2 hours of jump scares.
2 hours of jump scares. No, it's just a really good trailer, and then it's nothing.
No, that was my idea.
Right, but he's writing it.
Okay.
Is he also going to write the movie about?
Written by Teddy, story by Aaron.
Okay.
Produced by Bo.
And lead. The texting thing, is he going to do that as well? The texting prank? Yell at people that are texting on their phone
Oh, no.
while
Maybe.
driving?
That's like a Patreon video.
Okay.
That was mind numbing.
Talk about mind numbing. I was on the phone with him when he called me.
I would have just dropped the phone.
I never felt more disconnected from another human being. I just wanted to hang up, delete the contact.
How, like, what made him think that was okay to say in the first place? Not even to have that thought. Like, that's something you keep in your head and just never, ever say it.
Yeah, it's like, I can understand the thought, but you don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
You know how many thoughts I'm keeping from you guys?
Oh, my God. Got years of thoughts
Years,
that I haven't
seriously.
said.
He probably has like a book of ideas, and I want to get my hands on that book.
Where would he hide his book?
Under his bed.
Nothing creative?
Yeah, no one's finding this. I guess the other news is Zombieland 2, there's a poster.
I love Zombieland.
That's why I brought it up. I'm a big Zombieland guy.
I love that movie, too.
That poster is amazing. It's literally the same exact fucking poster from the first movie. They're all in the same fucking poses.
Yeah.
It's the 10-year challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
They're
the only
doing-
one who looks different is the younger sister, which is hilarious. But Zombieland, the first one, is amazing.
It's hilarious.
Dude, Bill Murray's cameo in that.
That's an awesome cast. That cast has fucking aged tremendously since that movie came out. Jesse Eisenberg is a tremendous actor. Emma Stone, Academy Award winner. Woody Harrelson's Woody Harrelson. What's her name? Oh, God, I always forget her name. But she was nominated for an Oscar, too.
Oh,
Abigail Breslin.
Yes.
Oh, I was going to say that.
I think all 4 are Oscar nominated. Yeah, amazing cast. I can't wait to see where they go with this. 10 years later, and they're still out here killing zombies.
Yeah, and Ruben Fleischer is coming back to direct, and he's had a couple of misses since the first Zombieland. So maybe, going back to The Well, a movie that we all loved and enjoyed. A lot of people do like it. It's one of the best comedies out there, and it's a great mix of the two genres. So this is a movie people have been clamoring for, and I'm excited to see it.
Mm-hmm. Rosario Dawson, right? She was
Yeah,
cast.
she joined the cast as well.
That's cool.
Are we all going to go out on a date and watch it together?
Well, Zack Snyder, right? He's in a zombie movie.
Oh yeah, the Zack Snyder. Just ignored that.
Yeah.
What are you doing on Valentine's Day?
Oh, Singles Awareness Day, a.k.a. Sad Day.
Well, we'll all order edible arrangements for ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll bring it here, and then
I'm not just saying this because I'm lonely and no one loves me. Valentine's Day is a stupid fucking holiday.
Okay, I thought you were going to ask one of the subscribers to be your Valentine.
That's where I was going
Please
next.
Please don't.
I was going there next.
Oh, boy.
But, hey, tweet me. Maybe I'll say yes. But Valentine's Day is a stupid fucking holiday. It's like, oh, here's a fucking card and some chocolates and give me a present because Hallmark made a holiday.
I like chocolate. I like presents.
I'm Dr. Love. I'm all about Valentine's Day.
You got some advice for all the kids out there at home?
Don't be me.
I'm going to put some nice, smooth jazz behind that. Dr. Love.
Dr. Love.
Don't be me, kids.
Do the complete opposite of a walking mistake.
If you really loved each other, every day should be Valentine's Day. That's good. I'm going to write
Do you read that on a Hallmark card?
Yeah. That's I'm going to write cards.
I think you'd be good at that, yeah.
When I pick out birthday cards, if it's like a family member's birthday, I just pick the first one that seems good. I'm like, all right, buying this one. They get too snappy.
I always buy Easter.
Yeah.
I'll just buy an Easter card. It's their birthday, or I'll buy Happy Hanukkah.
When we were younger, we used to
do that.
Just buy random cards, and then just it would be Happy Graduation, and it'd be a Sweet 16. We would just cross it out and just put congratulations. So proud
for a
of you.
graduation for college party for one of our friends.
Yeah.
I did it for my sister's wedding. It's Happy Bat Mitzvah.
Teddy actually put $10 in a card and said, "Don't
16.
spend it all in one place."
At a Sweet 16.
At a Sweet 16.
He made us. We're going to our friend's engagement party. And he made us take money out of our cards because he didn't have as much money in our cards as we did.
Somebody's card was licked, too, so it was no going back.
That might be my favorite Teddy story ever, is the fact that you guys all brought 100, right? And he brought 75. So he made you all come down to him, right?
Yeah.
That's
and then he's like, "What the hell? 100's a little too much, don't you think?" And it's
I thought 100 was light.
Envelope's licked already. I can't go back.
You can't unlick it.
Yeah, because then if you lick it, then it's
recording.
ripped.
It was one of our friends. So I didn't want to we got to be all in unison here. I said 100. I'm like, oh, that's a little light. But I'm like, all right, if we're all doing 100, I guess I'll do 100. And then Teddy comes at 75. I'm like, oh my God.
And he's the one that came up with that idea.
Had had a engagement party
Beat me to it.
2 weeks later. And he was like, what are you guys going to get me? We're like, we're going to give you the same thing that you made us give our other friend. He's like, well, it's different because I'm having it at a place or all this.
Yeah, it was Joe's engagement party. He said to give 75, and his was 2 weeks later. And then he asked, and we're like, we're going to just give what you told us to give to Joe. And then he tried pulling the card. Well, mine's at a place, and his is at a house. So, how do you feel about that?
So funny, man, because when he came over the next day and I talked to him about this, I'm like, so I'm giving you 75? He's like, no, you could still give me 100.
Fucking kid, man.
You know what? I've come to the realization, I think Ted he's just like my favorite person ever. Like, I hate him, but he's just so fucking funny. I can't even think about him anymore without laughing to myself.
Yeah, you gotta love him.
I
still have N64 too.
That's my favorite Ted story. He won't give you Smash Brothers because he thinks you're gonna sell it.
He's so predictable too, because there's this thing, Con of Thrones, and we were trying to set up to go there because we think it would be fun. And we're like, we're trying to figure it out. Like, we should definitely do it, buy tickets, figure out the hotels, figure out the flights, and do all that. It's in Nashville.
Heyo.
So it's like Nash. We invited you, but I don't know if we can Nash in Nashville.
Probably have to get a new passport.
Yeah, change your name. So we're like, should we ask Teddy? Like, I'm like, yeah, let's ask Teddy if you want to go. And we already predicted his response. Of course, he had something planned on that weekend to do with Elena. We already knew it. And we'll ask him anyway, but I guarantee he's gonna have to do something with Elena. And sure enough,
bro. And
no, every single time he asks him to do something, it's the same thing. Yeah, I'm down. 5 minutes later, wait, hold on.
Yeah,
the podcast today. We text him at 5:30. Hey, we're doing it at 6. No response. Call him. Just do it without me. He's our Kramer.
That's it.
Except he never bursts through the door. He just stays home. Yeah, Nashville, though. You coming?
I'm going to try. I'm going to see what I could do. I think it actually might be a benefit to me.
I hear it's a great place, though.
Yeah.
It's always somewhere I wanted to go.
Like Nash in Nashville, people are going to be like,
I've always wanted to go there, too. So, yeah, the
head pop.
Game of Thrones con or whatever they call it, Con of Thrones.
Con of Thrones. Yeah.
Gives me a good excuse.
Yeah, I'm going to see what I could do.
All right, you guys want to go do fan questions here?
Sure.
Line them up.
I've got some.
Anthony Jake U Nash on Twitter. Just tweet me any question.
Don't plug your fucking Twitter on here.
What?
Who do you think you are?
Well, I'm just trying to get some questions for the podcast.
They'll ask me, Teddy, or Bo if they have any questions.
Well, if you just want to chat.
What
if they want to chat? What if they want to be my Valentine? Huh? Because you're not going to be my Valentine, so where else am I going to go?
I'll be your Valentine so good.
Oh, I'll Valentine you so good.
You just copied what I said.
Oh, but so good. Yeah.
This is a fun one. It's from Anonymous Scout at Anonymous Scout. Nerd Soup Decathlon. Who wins these competitions? And he listed 10 competitions for us.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
First up, Smash Brothers.
Me.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. Number 2, this is going to be very contentious. NBA 2K.
Me. There you go.
All right.
I've already beaten both of you, so
I've beaten you numerous times too. So
no,
wait,
but when I'm
just
blackout,
I don't know.
I'll go 7 game
NBA
series,
2K.
easy.
I haven't played in a while, so it's probably.
Here we go.
I haven't played in a while.
Wait, yeah, you can't meet that one. That's like a me and Nash debate.
But I've beaten Nash on numerous occasions.
When I'm blackout, but recently I've beaten you in this game. Recent 2K.
40-yard dash.
Teddy.
Close second, me.
You're not faster than Teddy?
Actually, yeah, that's a toss-up.
I don't know.
I think I go Nash, actually, yeah.
Teddy's got a good first step. I pick up speed.
No, I've always said that about Teddy. His first step, out of control.
A good jab
that's
step
another
too.
great Teddy story, that he steps harder than everybody else, so when he steps on rocks, it hurts more.
Is that what he said?
At the beach. Yeah. Yeah. He said he steps harder than everybody else. So
what does that mean?
I don't know. He stepped on a rock and he was freaking out.
Was he I guess he was overreacting to it.
Yeah, and we're like, Teddy, it's just, it hurts. Yeah, but he was going ludicrous. And he's like, yeah, I step harder than everybody else.
Were you with me when we were watching at the basketball game and Teddy had a breakaway in high school?
Oh, yeah, he looked up at the stands at us.
Yeah, he looked up to us in the stands and lost his dribble and put it out of bounds.
Kicked it out. Fucking idiot.
Oh, my God. Bench press.
Teddy.
Teddy.
Spelling bee.
Oh, that's between you two.
I'd probably go you. Are you a good speller?
Not lately. When I was in I had to look up a lot of words now.
When did you start not being a good speller?
When did you realize you're not a good speller?
Well, in college, when I was constantly writing, I was a very good speller.
Right.
But now that I don't like really have to do that anymore, it's
You don't use it, you lose
Well,
it.
it's like
Yeah.
you watch the spelling bee. It's like this is a skill that phones have made obsolete. So
yeah, true.
congratulations. Although my phone spell check's ridiculous now.
It really does.
Probably has become provolly. You know, fucking ducking. That's the classic.
We should have a Nerd Soup spelling bee one day.
I'm out. I
You'll
had
be
a hard
the,
time spelling Francisco and Punta
You'll
Cana.
be the guy. You'll read it.
Okay. I can do that.
Hippopotamus. Never mind.
Eating competition, Teddy. That kid can house.
No.
don't
I
think
think
so?
I go me. Ted's not a big eater. That's
He-
a
he can
misconception.
when he wants.
Ted. That's a myth.
I think I'd be the underdog in that one.
Actually, no. Yeah, you.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be Nash.
You ever
yeah.
hear the story when we made Nash eat 70 chicken nuggets?
Oh, I was there. McDonald's.
No. This is like 2 years ago.
Oh, you broke the fucking record? You
That
broke
was
your own
50 at McDonald's.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah,
No, I didn't. I
okay.
wasn't there for 70.
And I was training, and then I did 70.
I was at the Garden when they wanted 70. Not 70.
And it's like, I don't know how it happened. It was just like,
Oh, I know how it happened.
you sound
because
so fucking
he did it.
amazed.
It wasn't his idea. Like when I said we made him do it, it's very accurate. Because one of our other friends was like, "I'll buy you 70 nuggets if you eat them," and he's like, "No, I'm not gonna do that." And we basically just like, "No, let's do it. Hyped him up,
I have no backbone.
Did you get sick?
and he fucking did it.
I was kind of like fat for like 2 days. Like
Yeah,
I had
after
that,
the
like,
fact.
Yeah.
Did you feel bad? Yeah.
Yeah, but the chicken nuggets themselves started to taste like paper around
Yeah.
like the 45th.
Well, you get to the real taste there.
Yeah, and I was first 30. I housed,
Right.
dipping in ranch. I was getting cocky. Bing
Were
bop
you
boop,
doing
two
like
hands.
Joey Chestnut, like drinking your drink and shit?
Powerade? Did I have a Powerade?
I'm not sure.
Blue
You had your
Blue Powerade
you had
from
ranch. You had
McDonald's?
a-
I see
yeah.
would go well too.
Yes, I
I
would.
see orange. They don't really do that at
No.
McDonald's anymore.
I eat too fast to be able to eat a lot. If I'm like at a buffet or something, I'll stuff my face. I'll be done after the first plate or two.
Yeah. No, I think I would win that.
Karaoke.
Me or Teddy?
I would say me, not as singing ability, but just being able to rock a karaoke stage. Because I fucking own it. I get real drunk.
I just did karaoke, actually.
Where?
Punta Cana.
You didn't invite me?
I did My Way, Frankie Sinatra.
Oh, I would love to have seen.
Because
that.
you wouldn't go up on stage and sing in front of anybody.
If I was drunk, yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
I've done karaoke before
Oh, yeah, with who?
in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, yeah?
My friend Gio.
Hmm.
We sang "Build Me Up, Buttercup." I did the "Why Do You Build Me Up," and he would do
Oh, a
"Build
duet.
Me Up." Yeah,
Nice.
it was really sweet.
Who would be the good duet in Nerd Soup if they had to sing a song together?
I feel like me and Ted could harmonize. Me and Ted got a little Simon and Garfunkel thing going on.
Oh,
He
yeah.
really wants to sing "Shallow" with me, but I'm like, you got to be Gaga because I got to be "Tell Me Something, Boy."
Teddy is a Gaga. I think he's more Gaga than
He's
you.
a Gaga, yeah. So I'm Bradley Cooper. Thanks, man.
ACT or SAT? I guess scores?
You. I got Bo.
All took the SAT. What were your scores?
I got like a 1390.
Yeah, I don't even remember my score. I don't think
Not 13, 1290. I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
They're awful.
It's terrible.
I had an ex-girlfriend sitting next to me, okay? So it's a lot of pressure.
Oh,
A lot of pressure. We just recently had a big fallout, and
I'm pretty sure I didn't take half the test. I just didn't do the math.
I guess I win then. Game of Thrones trivia battle. I'll take that
Teddy.
too. Teddy.
I'd give you a run for your money.
No, it would be
You'd
close.
win. Yeah, you'd win.
But people forget at Comic-Con when I went 5 for 5 on the Game of Thrones trivia in front of everybody. Had everybody shook up in
I'm
there.
honestly surprised that people forget about that. Yeah.
damn.
Yeah,
Hal
really
Rudnick,
good, man.
he was there. He
You
was,
know,
he was the
we'd be
moderator.
like,
He was shook. He's like, damn, this kid's good.
It'd be like
We should get him over on Screen Junkies. I'm like, nah, Nerd Soup till I die. None of that happened.
You call him a bitch after?
No,
No.
I like Hal. But I did go 5. I did win, so.
He did win, yeah.
Let's
It'd
go
be
back.
like Andy Roddick Federer. You know when Roddick took Federer to like 17 million games, and everybody just applauded him because he did so well against the GOAT.
But I don't think there would be a question that we wouldn't be able to answer. It's just speed at that point. It's hit the buzzer speed.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
so
can see you
I'd give you actually.
pre-buzzing.
I'd give you the advantage on that because my hand-eye coordination, my reflexes, not so great.
Street fight.
Teddy.
Teddy's
Actually,
got hands
Marissa.
like
No, Teddy.
Teddy's got hands like cinder blocks. I mean, they're slow as hell, but
Well, is Stu in
I
this?
punched Teddy in the face on accident once, and he was a little shaken up.
I made Teddy tap.
I wrestled Teddy once, and I beat him, and I don't think he was trying, so we wrestled again, And so he took my fucking toe.
Why'd you just give me that?
Stu.
Oh, I thought
That's a good one, too.
I thought you said, it's true.
I did make him tap. I did make him tap.
He did. I did too, but the next time, like, I don't think he was trying, so the next time I was like, all right, let's go again. We were like, we're wrestling. This is, I don't know how long ago. He takes my big toe and bends it fucking sideways. And
he almost broke his toe.
Fucking ripped it right off. Like, Jesus Christ, Ted.
He almost broke his toe.
It was nuts.
Ted plays dirty, man.
Probably Teddy. He's a fucking unit. Yeah. So I guess Teddy wins the decathlon? No. Yeah, Dash, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just to reiterate, this question here from Pablo Izumaki. Who's the better Smash player? I did something so arrogant the other day when we were watching the Patriots. Who did they play? The Chiefs?
Chiefs, yes.
We were watching that game, and the game was over, right? So we put on Smash Brothers, and Aaron goes, man, he's just going to win another one, huh? And I'm like, yeah, I'm like the Tom Brady of Smash. He's like, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Tom Brady.
Perfect setup. Wow. Set you up beautifully.
But I wasn't joking.
When you're that good.
When you're good, you're good.
We actually, I was telling you, well, you know the story. The video games when we went out Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
I was wiping kids out at the bar.
That was Christmas.
Oh, yeah, Christmas Day, actually. Not Christmas Eve. That sounds even worse. Yeah. Sounds even worse. Yeah, we were at the bar. But that's
my
past
mom's
the sticks.
birthday.
All right. Spencer asks, at Spencer Go, if you can only save one person from a vat of lava, who would it be? Bo, Teddy, Stu, or Dick Cheney? I guess we'll sub Nash in for Dick Cheney.
At what time in the world are we?
I don't know.
No, I want to put Nash in there. With
How many episodes has Dick Cheney been on?
For the Nerd Soup?
Yeah, Nerd Soup. How come he's including this?
We've been talking up Cheney a lot lately.
Well, I saw Vice.
What year is this? Because I want to know if he's still going to be able to impact the world.
So you want to save?
I want.
There's a possibility you're saving Dick Cheney?
But if it's like right now, I would save him. Wait, no, I guess I would save one of you guys, right?
I would hope so.
He's had his fun.
I guess I'm already in the lava dead because there's no choice of me. So
if I had to save any of you in the lava, Teddy's in there too, right? I don't want to answer this because
Bo, Teddy, Stu, or Dick Cheney, but I guess you can add Nash and me for you and take you out.
Yeah, I don't want to answer this because then it makes it awkward. It's like picking your favorite kid. I'd save Teddy.
Yeah, you made it quite clear that Teddy's the clear-cut favorite.
You know, it's just I just have because then he'll bring it up. Well, remember when you saved me in the lava?
Now you're his boy.
Yeah,
now, best friends.
I don't know about that.
He hears that though. You save him from lava.
Yeah, but imagine the person that Teddy saves. How we'll hang that over your head for the rest of your life.
Oh my God, that would be ridiculous. You'd just be like,
I feel like
once
make you
do
fall
everything
in the lava, it's pretty much over anyway. So, quicksand.
Yeah, like at that point,
I do miss Stu a lot.
Stu's in the lava.
He's in the lava.
Oh, I'd save Stu. Sorry.
Yeah, I'd probably do Stu. I gotta do Stu because I miss him so much.
I think I'll save Teddy.
You're gonna regret that. You save him and be like, "What the fuck, bro? You squeezed my hand so hard." Then you gotta push him back in.
That's what I said. I think it'll be funny just to see his reaction from him being picked to be safe in the lava. Oh, he couldn't have got me earlier. I lost half a foot.
Yeah, he's definitely complaining.
This question here from Jake Vinamilik. I know you guys don't play too many video games. I think he was addressing you, Aaron.
I responded to him on Twitter.
You responded. You said you haven't. He asked if you played God of War.
Yeah.
I have.
Oh, cool.
Good game. Game of the year. Boy. They'll know. They'll know if they've played it. Great game. Thanks for the question, Jake.
You picked that question just so you can answer, huh?
I like talking about God of War. You know, it's a good game.
Let's see. If Game of Thrones is rebooted, who would you rather play Ned Stark, The Rock or Vin Diesel?
Vin Diesel. I think he's more Ned Stark-like.
Man who passes the sentence wins.
Wins the sword. You're not a Stark, but you got my blood. Family's everything.
I don't know, man. Rock Stark? That's yeah. Come on.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. No.
But
that's smooth.
It's not Dwayne Johnson. It's WWE Rock. He doesn't die in Little King's Landing. He runs up on people's fucking.
So he's playing the game.
Yeah, he whips their candy asses. He's doing his whole thing. He's rock bottoming Littlefinger into fucking Red Keep.
Ellen Payne goes to chop his head off. It just clanks on his neck.
He catches it when he's like doing that thing, like when Hulk Hogan when he keeps getting hit but he keeps shaking and nothing hurts him. He does one of those.
I don't watch wrestling, but yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Just laying a smackdown all over King's Landing.
The Rock as Khal Drogo is the one you need to go with. I was holding out that they would give him a cameo as just a random Dothraki Cal.
Here's one from Edwin at EdwinMP14.
What's up?
Your irrational fear gets turned into a movie. Who directs it and what's the main cast or main actor?
Your irrational fear. What's my irrational fear? My irrational fear would be the ocean.
The ocean?
I have and beaches, really, in general. I just can't do it. It's everything about the ocean. It's the power. It's the weight of it. It does give off a sense of security, but then a current comes and grabs you and kills you, and then all the little critters that are, wiggling around on your feet, and the sharks and the monsters. So who directs it?
James Cameron.
James Cameron. Yeah, you got to go with James Cameron, right? Yeah.
You know what's weird? I don't know what's wrong with me, but every time I'm on a road trip and I go to sleep in the car, I always have a dream. It's like a dream where I open the door in the middle of the car, like on the highway. And I always wake up. I have to lock the doors and everything when I go on road trips now. It's really weird.
You should live up to your dreams, Aaron.
Don't give up.
Yeah, don't give up. I don't know what's going on. The past few times I've been on a road trip, I'll wake up and I'll be like, I'll have a dream of me opening the door going 70 and falling out.
Just go for it.
Prophetic.
I might as
hopefully.
well, but it doesn't happen. So that's.
I'd like to share in your dream.
Let's go on the way to Nashville.
You have an irrational fear?
Spiders.
I know. I'm a
guy.
roller coaster guy.
You know who'd star in my movie about the ocean?
No.
Natalie Wood.
And who would direct something about roller coasters?
Your irrational fear is roller coasters?
Yeah. I want to face it this year.
Who would direct the roller coaster
Rob
movie?
Zombie.
I think he'd make a great roller coaster tycoon movie.
I can't go upside down. Freak out.
I love roller coasters. You've never really been on an upside down one, or
I have,
you
but
didn't
I'm
like
like,
it?
whoa, no.
So you wouldn't do skydiving either?
No, hell no.
Hell no.
Remember, we were actually talking about the fears, snorkeling and stuff, deep water. We were talking about this last time.
Yeah.
I went snorkeling in Punta Cana. Horrible.
So you faced it and you still didn't like it?
I wasn't scared.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Wait. So you went in scared and then came out disappointed?
Yeah, but the thing was, too, I didn't have a life jacket and I didn't have a snorkel. And my mask had the water cracked through, so it was the worst.
So you're just swimming.
Yeah, and I was treading water. I was like ripped when I came out because I was just treading water
for
like
wasn't
20
like a
minutes.
Navy SEAL test?
Everybody had a life jacket, snorkeling, and me. They're like, "Gringo, go!" And I was like, "Okay."
I just looked up. Dreaming about jumping from a car means that you are not happy with how your life is going. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I'm lukewarm on it.
Come on, man. Oh, life's good. Oh, you're a good person.
This is a good question here from Caden Picknell. Do you think George R. R. Martin's writing quality has gone down over the years, and wins won't live up to the hype? Also, love working out to the podcast. That's a great question. What do you think? Where do you rank Dance with Dragons and Feast for Crows? I just stared right past you, Nash.
No, well, rightfully so.
What happened?
Fuck you.
I'm reading more into the stream stuff.
All right, let's go to the next question here. I think that could happen.
What was the question?
You're a terrible friend.
Ooh, you little
The
weird
question
cat.
was, do you think that George R. R. Martin's writing is going to... Are you fucking...
Yes.
He wasn't listening.
I'm trying to learn about myself here. I might have some real problems. All right, go.
I would not save you in the lava. You would have been last. I swear to God, if you don't put that fucking phone down. This is like a peek behind the curtains because I try never to lose it on the recording. But this is a constant problem with us, is him not listening.
At first, you got pissed. At first, you're like, fuck you. You just start scrolling.
Because it's all the time with this kid. And I never lose it. All right, we'll cut
Take
that out.
5.
We got a question here from Caden Picknell. Hey, Caden. Everything's going fine over here.
Caden.
Caden, you had to shout him out like that?
Yeah.
He's your boy. Do you think George R. R. Martin's writing quality has gone down over the years and wins won't live up to the hype? Also, love working out to the podcast.
Elliptical.
Read that perfectly. Read it. This is a good question because a lot of people think Feast for Crows, Dance with Dragons aren't up to the quality of the first 3 books. It's similar to the show. People don't bring that up enough.
I think his problem is he has just so much going on.
Well, somebody asked the question, do you think he has the ending? I think he does. I think he just has no idea how to get there. Yeah, he's in a knot right now.
He's in a weird situation. I think he still has that ability. I mean, there are some chapters in Feast and Dance of Dragons that are awesome. Probably some of the best of the series. But I think just trying to make it work with all these different characters, all the different timelines, it's hard to really have that same flow that you had in the first 3 novels. Especially when people are spreading out and they're introducing new things. It just gets a little convoluted. And I wouldn't say the writing quality has dropped. I just think the narrative has.
But with Feast for Crows, the criticisms about Feast for Crows, there was nothing that book could have been rather than what it was. Because it was the calm after the storm. Storm of Swords is just a page-turner of absolute chaos and madness and war and violence and betrayal, death. Feast for Crows, the world had to settle. That's why the title is so great. It was Storm of Swords brought a Feast for Crows, all the corpses all over the country. I like that it's a slower burn. And Dance with Dragons, to me, I love Dance with Dragons. But, I do worry about that. He's a 70-year-old man.
He's 70?
Yeah, he's 70 years old.
He looks a lot older than that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stress.
It's the Mac or the Whopper. He's always drinking his iced coffee. I'm like, get a green tea. You know?
Is it black, though, or does he put creamer?
Don't chastise my thick king like that.
Nerd Santa. Winds of Winter's never coming out anyway, so it doesn't matter. Would Teddy bang Littlefinger or Varys? This is from Sean Snow.
We did ask him to get weird with it on the questions.
I think, honestly, I've been watching Big Mouth on Netflix. Great fucking show. Hilarious. I think for anybody that watches the show, Teddy would be my hormone monster. I guess I'm not ruining the show. Long story short, Big Mouth is about kids going through puberty. Yeah. And then when they hit puberty, they get this hormone monster that's just a repulsive sexual deviant that wants to just have sex constantly.
Because I've seen the show, but I was wondering why you were picking Teddy. It's because of that?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
Ooh, this is a good one from Sean Peters. Bo, I notice you are a fan of soccer, so I would like to know your thoughts on the Messi and Ronaldo rivalry. Well, this is good for all of us. Plus, are you the only soccer fan on the pod? We're all soccer fans.
Someone else asked, it's like, when we did the Mount Rushmore last week, it's like, how could you leave soccer off? All right, guy.
This is different because we have international listeners, so.
Messi.
Yeah, I got Messi as well.
He's the GOAT. And
the 4 main in America is hockey, basketball.
Yeah, no, I agree with
football,
you, but just we have international.
If we had to do...
we have international listeners?
Oh, God, I slipped.
I'm joking.
All of us.
I don't know enough about soccer. I'm just a Messi guy to begin with, so I'll say him.
Tell you what, Neymar. Give him a run for that.
Yeah,
money. Neymar's pretty good.
I think it's similar to the Kobe-LeBron debate in that Messi just has inherent God-given abilities that Ronaldo, no matter how hard you work, and he is an incredibly hard worker. That's his rep. He's had no chance of surpassing him. It's Salieri and Mozart. Just born in the wrong time. You would have been the GOAT if Messi never was born.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That sucks.
You got any others? One or two more.
Okay.
This question here from Marcelo Camella. Who would you say are the hottest animated characters? Kind of twisted, I know, but still. Haha.
Lola Bunny.
That was my girl back in the day. Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit's great.
Nerd Soup Monkey.
All right, we'll take one more question here from Don Brodol.
Don.
This has been a hot topic in sports news lately. LeBron James's career or Tom Brady's?
I mean, obviously it's Brady's career because this will be his 9th fucking Super Bowl and he's won 5 of them. But
I think it's apples to oranges.
Would I rather have LeBron on my team, basketball team, or Tom Brady on my favorite football team? I would want LeBron on my basketball team. Because you take Brady away from Belichick. I'm not taking anything away from Brady, but to have that team, that culture, and that locker room for as many years as he's had with all the turnover and just to have that constant system in place helps Brady so much time. And Brady's amazing. He deserves it. But look at Aaron Rodgers, probably the most talented quarterback of all time. He only has 1 Super Bowl ring, only been to the Super Bowl twice. And I think without Belichick, I think Brady's still an all-time great, but he doesn't reach these feats. LeBron, you put him on any team with any player and any situation, he is the best and will win you at least a few championships.
It's kind of hard to say because basketball, one player could change a whole franchise. You know, like, yeah, a quarterback is very important, but like Belichick has had guys like Matt Castle, Jacoby Brissett, Jimmy Garoppolo, had these guys come in very successful. I mean, maybe yes for a short period. I mean, Castle did go 11-5, and that was the 1 year they didn't win the division in like what the last 18 or something, whatever it is, 14. I think I would take LeBron, man. I really do, and Tom Brady's a little bit of a cheater, and I always say that as a Jet fan. So
it's kind of an asterisk on his career, but I do think it's apples and oranges because of points that you guys both made. The consistency of Brady, the talent that he's had around him, the head coach, the greatest coach of all time, probably in any sport. But LeBron James, and it is apples and oranges because they're just different sports. Like you said, the one guy has so much impact on a basketball team. But the amount of impact that LeBron has had on his teams is unlike anything I've ever seen in sports. He is... it's getting to a point where he is the undisputed GOAT in basketball for me. He's so much better than everybody in the NBA right now, and he's 34. You take him off the Lakers, they were the 4th seed in the West. Now they're terrible. That Cavs roster is the worst team in the NBA this year. They took off the 33-year-old aging superstar. They go from the finals to the first pick in the lottery.
It's the second time that's happened to the Cavs.
It's the second time he leaves teams.
And Jordan is probably
one guy. He leaves, and they're done.
Jordan's the best closer and probably the best winner. But LeBron James is the better player. And what he's able to do for his team around him, I don't think if you put Jordan on any of that terrible Cavs team, or even last year's Cavs team, they don't do anything.
It's unreal, the overall impact that he's had on the game.
They said last year it would have been it was his 15th season. He played about 6,000 minutes or something like that compared to the next person, which was Joe Johnson last year. That means he tacked on like an extra 3.5 years. So he's in the league right now like 19 years.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And
what he's doing is unbelievable. I mean, I don't know how I know people that say it's clear-cut Jordan's better than him. That's crazy.
No,
That's crazy to even have that.
There's a discussion, but if you take Jordan, I mean, I can't kill you for that. I just think LeBron's
no, but there's
better.
people that say clear cut, like there is no debate.
Well, people hate LeBron irrationally, so
yeah,
they'll have their opinion.
I guess
on
that factors into it too. That's why I fucking hate Tom Brady.
Last question going in Super Bowl Sunday. Erica at Sween Beans asks, very simple, right to the point: Pats or Rams?
Spread and no spread.
I think it's at 2.5, maybe 3.
Yeah,
at this point.
3.
3.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Rams with the 3. 2.5. I like it's so close. I think the Patriots are going to win though. Very close game though.
Yeah, give me Rams +3. Fuck it. Give me Rams straight out. Money line. Boom. I got Rams winning this game.
Pats.
I bet against the Pats too many times, and I keep getting bit in the ass, so I might just bet the Pats because if they lose, and I lose money, I wouldn't care. But if they win, at least I get some little cashola, you know?
Win-win.
Cashola.
Yeah.
Cash, cannoli, combine them. Cashola.
Cream.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Cash rules everything around me. I was stuck. I didn't know where to go next.
I think I won that.
Yeah,
like
you
a
definitely
2-second.
did.
Yeah.
I lost. I'm a loser.
All right, everybody, that's the Nerd Soup Podcast. Thank you guys for listening. You can listen to us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify, Nash, Aaron. Thank you guys for joining me. I think it was a good recording.
I think so too. Oh,
I had a lot of
what was I
fun.
going to say?
That's true.
Suggestion, quick suggestion.
Just look at that's true.
Put the